Hi, this is Og from Mem Conditioning Lab, and today we'll be breaking down back kick or chagi in Korean language. Alright, so let's go into stance and position. This is a fighting Taekwondo stance. Feet are at 45 degrees, knees are bent, hip hinge position, neutral spine, strong core, hands in front. Now let's look at the back leg. The back leg, let's think about front kick, roundhouse kick, X kick. All of these kicks, we can hold the foot here, slightly in front, because we're using this kicking space. But if we want to do spinning type of kick, like back kick, then the foot should be slightly further back. If we are in this position, which we mentioned earlier, like for roundhouse kick, front kick, if we turn, it completely changes the direction we are throwing the kick at. So we want to throw a kick straight at our opponent, the foot is slightly back. Now the hips are square, shoulders are square, and that's ideally what we want to do in this position. Now, the idea is to, especially in a competition and sparring as well, to conceal your intention, to use your feint motion, to use your footwork, not to give away the intention of the kick you want to be throwing, so that it doesn't look too much obvious this way or that way. So the positioning of the foot is very important in a fight. Now, the other thing to mention in this position is the striking area. The striking area is the heel. So not the ball of the foot, the heel itself. The heel is supported through the leg and the entire body. If the lower part of the foot engages with the target, it can end up snapping your foot backwards and injuring your ankle. Alright, let's go into the movement of the back kick. Now, back kick is a very, very complex kick, and it's got a lot of key points that needs to be mentioned. So I'm going to keep it as condensed and to the point as possible in this video. And so going into fighting stance, in a turn and extend the kick. Now, right from there, there's a first key point that we want to talk about and discuss is the position of your head and whether to look into the target or not. And as I'm sure you all noticed that some competitors, they look into target and some competitors don't look into target. And I've often been asked this question by the students, yay or nay. Now, if you're looking in a target, you'll notice two types of competitors and the way they look into target. The first one that I'll discuss, I'm dead set against, both as a Taekwondo master, 30 years of experience, and as a biomechanics specialist. And that look is when you turn this way to look into target. As you can see, I've already lost the balance. And that's simply because when my head is in that position, the neck is not aligned properly with the spine, and that will already throw your balance off. The second thing is with that position is you're too overexposed. The head is right there, there's nothing protecting the head, the easy target. Sure, you can bring the arm up for counter strike, but you don't want to be in that position. And the last thing that one needs to mention is in that position, because the neck is not properly aligned with the spine, as you receive the impact through your heel and your leg and your spine, it will lead right to the weakest link, and that's your neck positioning, which means there can be a neck injury. And so that's not the ideal positioning of the head in the kick. If one decides that it's a smart thing to look at the target, and it is, you don't want to take your eyes off an opponent, then there is a way to do it, and that's by simply dropping the chin down. So my neck, I'm going to turn this way, is already in a better position. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. I'm protected as well, so it's a good positioning. I'm just going to quickly go into that position. That's the position. And I can look over my shoulder and see what's going on behind me. So that would be the ideal positioning. Then, obviously, last but not least, is not looking at all. Your spine is in a proper alignment. That's also fine. Alright, so we're moving on from the look and head positioning. So we're going to have a look at the body positioning. Number one, shoulder and hips are square. Number two, let's go into side view. Number two is the body bends. You kind of hinge from the hip in this position. That allows for the glute to beautifully isolate and drive the leg into target. The importance here is when we go into position also to keep the kicking leg as close as narrow towards the supporting leg. And if you're going too far out, the balance is again impaired. There. I'm exaggerating the movement a bit, but the further you go from your center, the less likely you're going to maintain that balance. Now, when we're talking about the positioning and the movement of the body, just want to go back to this position. If I'm trying to throw a back kick from completely upright position, it's going to look like a scooping kick. It's got no power, and all the impact through the leg will lead into my lower back. If I'm in this position, then the impact to the heel leads through the leg and through the body, and it just disperses. It's a proper body alignment, and we want to have that in the back kick. Now, the last thing we want to talk about in this kick is position of the foot. Let's do that one more. And the position of the toes primarily, the toes are towards the floor. And that's properly isolating the heel. You'll many times see people turn and kick that way, but that's already changing the nature of the kick. That's already a turning or spinning side kick. A back kick, the proper positioning of the foot is toes towards the ground. And the last thing is you driving through the glute, your butt, stretching through the hip flexor and lengthening your leg out of the hip socket into the target. Alright, so let's do the normal speed. Kick. And let's do other side, kick, and a bit of a hop, and that's the back kick. So this was a very basic breakdown of a back kick. We do have a very, very in-depth analysis and breakdown of back kick and any other Taekwondo kick in a Taekwondo arsenal. So these videos are for sale. So if you like what we're doing, contact us, leave us a note, and we'll send you all the details and costs. Thank you.